Okay. Then I guess we'll just start with if you could say your name and spell it for me.
My name's William Muirhead, spelled Muirhead.
Okay. Thank you. So, what made you want to buy Lee Street Deli?
Well, I had been working as a delivery driver at Jimmy John's and a grill cook over at Flat Branch I've been working in the service industry for pretty much my entire life. And I was kind of sick of working for other people. I was ready to go ahead and go into business for myself. And it just so happened that this place came up for sale at a price that I could pay for it. And we went ahead and bought it.
All right. So it's been open for 88 years now and has had many different owners. So, how do you, incorporate the store's tradition into your take on it? Or, how do you keep that, a going?
Well, we keep these pictures out here on the table that they've been collecting through the years. We kept the Juicy Burger on the menu. It's been a staple here since at least the 70s. And really, we'd kind of like to go back to what it used to be like. It used to be more of a shop. It used to be called the Lee Street Shop is what it originally was called. And we're kind of trying to go back towards being more of a convenience store that sells sandwiches and food as opposed to a deli that sells a few convenience store items.
Well, actually, that plays into my next question nicely, which is I read it started out as a grocery store and then it's transitioned to a sandwich store. So, when did it switch over? And I guess you're trying to switch it back now to a convenience store, or?
Well, I'm not going to go full-on convenience store. Since all of this is already over here, I'm going to keep all the sandwich station and over that, because that is really convenient for making the sandwiches, and we do sell a whole lot of sandwiches here. But, I don't know, I just thought, when I came back and looked through all these pictures, I just liked the mom-and-pop store that the Ratherts had, where you could come in and get all the stuff that you can get at the Lucky's grocery store or at Walmart, but if you don't want to have to drive all the way out there, you can just stop here at the corner for all the people that live in this neighborhood.
Okay, and then, with that, all the people who live in the neighborhood, do you see a lot of traffic from the fraternity houses or people coming back from bars? Is that a busy time for you?
That is busy. It's been a really boon for us, really. One of the main problems the previous owners had were they had kind of inconsistent hours. And the hours that they did try and keep, they were only staying open till 5:30 at night, to where they weren't even really hitting most of the dinner traffic that came in. So I think the lengthening the hours is really what's kind of turned this business around to make it from where it was losing money to where now, I'm making enough money to be able to keep open.
How late do you guys stay open?
Oh, during the summer. I've changed it up for the summer because obviously there's nowhere near as many of the college kids around. And we're closing at 8 o'clock during the summer, but during the school year, and I may try it whenever the summer school students come back. Everybody will probably be coming back next Monday, I think, the 8th, I think is when the classes start back up. We might try staying open for a weekend after that just to see if there's any more traffic coming back from the bars, but during the summer I've noticed that there's not the large crowds of people that you get from the fraternities that would come in here at night.
Okay, and then getting into menu specifics, I know you talked about the Juicy Burger, and that's when you look up this place, that's what always comes up. So did you keep it exactly the same, or did you put your own twist on it? What have you kept and what have you added to this menu?
Well, we've pretty much changed everything except, the previous owners had changed it as well. The Juicy Burger has gone through many different variations. I'm actually in the process of one of the older, I think she's one of the older managers from the 70s, an older woman that used to run this place, came in here just to see how it was doing, and I talked to her for a little while, and she's going to bring me the recipe card for the original Juicy Burger, the way they used to make it, back in the 70s. And I'd like to be able to add that to the menu because we do have a lot of old-timers that come in here that, had been coming here since the 50s and 60s and 70s, and I would like to have an option for them, because I have changed it up quite a bit. The people before me were doing basically just a seasoned up manwich. They were just doing out of a can, and I do it all from scratch. And I've kind of spiced it up a little bit. We add sriracha to it as something they've never done before, to just kind of give it a little bit of a kick. Because the way most restaurants are modifying their menus, going back towards more spicy stuff. It seems to be, where the taste buds of the public are going, you know?
Okay. And talking about making it from scratch, I understand you buy all your ingredients fresh daily from local stores. Do you think that like makes a big difference? Customers can tell that you keep everything fresh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if people eat out pretty often, you know, it's really easy to tell when you've got produce that's old, like your lettuce is wilted, your tomatoes are a little bit brown, your cucumbers are slimy, the onions kind of start to smell a little bit, stuff like that you notice like when you go out quite a bit. And fast food restaurants really don't have that problem because they have so much volume, you know, they don't really have time for stuff to go bad. But a place like this, you know, I really have to watch what my business is, because if I prep too much, I'm going to have to throw stuff away. Like, for instance, you know, we had kind of expected a bigger push towards the end of graduation than we got, so I ended up having to throw away like 5 pounds of turkey probably.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's it. Is there anything else you'd like to add or anything?
No, sounds good.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.